So, a few months ago, I was out on a walk listening to a podcast, as I often do. I was listening to the Conscious Fertility podcast, and the episode I was listening to, the guest was Randine Lewis, and she was talking about creating a fertile mindset. The entire episode really is fantastic. I'll make sure to link to it down below. But there was one particular thing that she shared that reminded me of something that I think I forgot, that maybe I was distracted from. And maybe you could use reminding of this as well. So I'm going to play it for you. And then we'll talk a little bit about it. And finally, I will share how it has reminded me of what I really want to share here and how that reminder is going to influence and shape what I'll be sharing here on the channel moving forward. All right, let's listen to it.
So when I'm in my 20s and I have all of this essence, it doesn't take a lot of chi or a lot of shen to bring into being. But later on, I better be more aware and more conscious of how I'm using my essence, how I'm viewing the world, how I'm looking at myself, how I'm following my destiny. And I hope we get into the discussion about receptivity, because we're still talking about kind of shifting a mindset here, but how I'm using my consciousness in my life, not only in my fertility, but in my life. And so a lot of the work that I have done with people is really examining the ways that we have shut off the life force by the ways that we're living our lives out of harmony with what nature intended in order for life to come through. And there's more of a demand for that the more mature one is. And that's just one of the laws of life, that as you go through, a few more turns of the sun, you're invited to be more conscious and to be more present and to show up more for your life so that the chi can follow that, so that you're enhancing the chi, you're enhancing your mind, you're enhancing your consciousness. You're not just blindly saying, how can I get a baby?
So there we have it. That was it. That was the thing that so deeply resonated with me and reminded me of a truth that I had forgotten. There's a reason why I named my website and then this channel Live Fertile. And it's because I wanted to remind people to live, to live their lives fully. And that by simply filling themselves up, by doing the things that helped them to feel fulfilled and full of life and energized and rejuvenated, that they were taking care of their fertility without needing to hyperfixate on their fertility. I don't know that I have consistently shared that message here, that I've consistently created content that lets you know that I think that that's probably the most important thing. I think we have over-indexed on our focus on nutrition and the perfect supplement routine or regimen and the perfect diet and the perfect yoga sequence, to the exclusion of living, to the exclusion of focusing on healing our relationships with ourselves, with our bodies, with our community, to the exclusion of thinking about like what sort of person we're hoping to become, maybe what sort of parent we're hoping to become, to the exclusion of what sort of world we're hoping to create for the next generation. Not just our children, like our personal children, but like all children. I just think that we've forgotten that we only get one life and that we get the chance to live it fully. And that by living it fully, we are supporting our fertility. We are living fertile. So from here forward, I hope to inspire you to do that, in part by sharing how I'm doing that, right? So it's going to probably look a little more personal than it has looked, right? What I'm thinking I'm going to do is like make a list of the things that I hope to achieve, the things I hope to do, the things that I'm reading, even the hobbies that I'm exploring, the ways that I'm cultivating creativity and community in my life, the ways that I'm learning about parenting, the ways that I'm advocating for policy changes that I think will make this world a better place for children, for mothers, for parents, for people. Because if I'm hoping that you all get pregnant, and that maybe one day I get pregnant. I don't know. I want to be sending all of these lovely new people into a better world than I entered into, right? So it's going to look a little different. I'm still going to be sharing yoga. There probably will be a few less like fertility focused, right? Like they say fertility in the title. They might still be there because the algorithm likes that. Um, but it's also going to be really focused on emotional and spiritual health because to me, that is supporting your fertility, but more importantly, it's supporting you and who you are and who you are in this world. I'm still going to be sharing nutrition. It will still have, aspects of this is how it supports your fertility, but it'll probably have more of here's how we connect to our lineage, here's how we connect to our culture and our history, and here's how we focus more on pleasure and the sensory aspects of food because that nourishes us as well. And if we're hoping to have children in the future, then how lovely to be able to pass on these recipes that come from our families that are supporting our health and our well-being and our fertility, yes, but are also connecting them to people that they didn't meet, but people who like laid the foundation that they're now standing on, right? Like I want my kids to know. Oh, I said kids. I only ever wanted just one, but wait a minute. But like I want them to know about my grandmother's cinnamon rolls, They'll never get to meet her this side. But they can know the smells of her kitchen. So, yeah, about to cry. Wow. Um, I just want to share something that is more meaningful. So, I hope that you will come with me on this journey. I love y'all. I really do. Whew. Okay, so be well and bye for now.